and welcome to the class of 2022 WilliamPenn High School graduation ceremony. At this time, please rise for the playing of the WilliamPenn Alma Mater under the direction of Mr. John Subconich with our class of 2022 graduating senior band members. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the singing of our national anthem by the WilliamPenn graduating senior choir.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good evening, and again, welcome to the WilliamPenn graduation ceremony for WilliamPenn High School class of 2022. My name is Lisa Brewington, and I am honored to be the principal of WilliamPenn High School. On behalf of our entire colonial staff, we are delighted to share this occasion with these young men and women. I will also note that this ceremony is being live streamed from our school website, compliments of the University of Delaware. We welcome those guests as well watching us from the internet. Tonight, as we celebrate the achievements of our seniors, we ask for your cooperation by remaining in your seat throughout the entire ceremony. We also ask that you turn off or mute all cell phones. Please be respectful of all our graduates along with their families and friends in attendance this evening. We also ask that you not stand or leave your seat to take photographs or video. A professional photographer will be taking individual pictures of each graduate receiving their diploma. Each graduate has received an order form to purchase their photo. I would like to first welcome our members of our faculty, identifiable by their black robes that are participating in the ceremony, and the many William Penn teachers that are present in the audience. They represent all the hardworking staff from our school. Thank you all for your efforts on behalf of the class of 2022. The class of 2022 also thanks the many staff members from our elementary and middle schools and the staff from Wallace Wallen who are in attendance tonight. You were instrumental in helping to prepare these young students for this, their graduation day. Together, through the power of we have turned access into opportunities. At this time, I would like to introduce our senior class president, Cheyenne Faircloth, who will say a few words to her classmates.
Thank you, Ms. Brewington. We appreciate all that you do for our school. Good evening, William Penn staff, families, and most importantly, the class of 2022. For those who do not know me personally, my name is Cheyenne, and I am the class president of this wonderful group of students before me, as well as the student representative on our Colonial Board of Education. It is an honor and a privilege to be up here on this stage speaking to all of you at such a memorable event. In celebrating this monumentous occasion, I cannot forget to both recognize and sincerely thank all of our staff, our Colonial Board members, administration, counselors, sports coaches, lunch staff, maintenance staff, and of course, our dearly beloved teachers who have tried their best to enlighten us before we go out into the world full throttle. Let's give them all a round of applause. I'd also like to thank our senior advisor, Ms. Barrios, the rest of our senior committee, and of course, my right-hand man, our vice president, who also happens to be our prom king, Rashawn, for all the work they've put in to try to make our senior year as memorable as possible. For some of us, the last 4 years have been long and hard, and for others, it might have been short and sweet. But regardless of all of our obstacles, fears, failures, and lessons learned, we've made it. In the words of Joss Whedon, you take people, you put them on a journey, you give them peril, and you find out who they really are. Though none of us have had the same journey to get here, here we all are, about to move on to bigger and better things. To quote Lin-Manuel Miranda, "My dear, terrified graduates, you are about to enter the most uncertain and thrilling period of your lives." In doing so, I want you all to remember that our class is strong and resilient, and we have literally made history by being the first ever graduating class to complete over a year of learning online due to the pandemic, then return in full capacity the following year, and in the end, make it to graduation. There is, of course, something to be said about being a graduate, but there is even more to be said about being a William Penn graduate. I'll let the audience take that whichever way they want to. Despite our hardships, the good times we shared cannot go overlooked. From all the dance battles, TikToks, and couples that blocked our paths to class, to Miss Brewington simultaneously giving the announcements and calling people out on the cameras to stop walking during the pledge, we've had a unique experience in the walls of William Penn High School. We've made heartfelt relationships with peers and teachers and several others in our school community. Relationships that got us through it all. To quote Maya Angelou, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I say that to say thank you to all the staff who smile and greet students in the halls, the ones who open up their classrooms during lunches or planning periods, the ones who stay after to coach or tutor or direct us young people in any way. You have made all the difference. Also, of course, our driver's ed teachers for granting us the ability to drive far, far away. Now, as we open the doors to our various futures, leaving here with whatever we can milk out of this place, I'd like to leave you with some well-seasoned advice. Do not forget that these last 4 years should aid you in your future, not define it. Let us remember that this is only the beginning of the rest of our lives. Do not stress over the things you cannot control. Focus on the things you can. Never stop learning. Live in the present and make sure to stop, look around, and take it all in. Remember that everyone's path is different, and most importantly, follow your dreams. And when you're famous, remember me. Class of 2022, each and every one of you has the potential to do great things. It's been an honor to learn alongside all of you. I would also like to thank our families and our friends for the support they've shown us as we've matured over the course of our high school careers. They are very proud of you for this grand achievement. This would be the time to ask them for money. Once again, I quote, "My dear, terrified graduates, you are about to enter the most uncertain and thrilling period of your lives. Go out there and show the world what the William Penn class of 2022 is made of." Thank you.
Thank you, Cheyenne. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the platform guests. I ask each to stand and for the audience to withhold your applause until all guests have been introduced. To my right, Mr. Ted Laws, President of the Colonial Board of Education. Dr. Jeffrey Menzer, Superintendent of the Colonial School District. Mrs. Elizabeth Fleetwood, Deputy Superintendent. Dr. Nanika Jones, Assistant Superintendent. Ms. Emily Falcon, Executive Director. On the second row to my right, Colonial School Board members, Mr. Robin Crossan, Mr. Leo McGee Sr., and Mr. Christopher P.Q. Sr. And not in attendance with us tonight is Mr. Richard Schiller, Vice President of the Colonial School Board of Education, Mr. Ronald Handy Sr., and Ms. Christine L. Smith. Beginning on my left, Mr. Kevin White, Principal of the Wallace Wallen School. Cheyenne Faircloth, Senior Class President and Student Board Member Representative. Alexander Dex, Valedictorian for the Class of 2022. Alexandria Thomas, Salutatorian for the Class of 2022. In the second row to my left, Mrs. Michelle Jones, Deputy Principal of Academics. Mr. James Zimmerman, Deputy Principal of Operations. And William Penn Assistant Principals, Mr. Ari Dinkaloo, STEM College Academy. Mr. Barry Zender, STEM College Academy, Ms. Jennifer Wizawati, Humanities College Academy. And in the last row, Assistant Principals, Mr. Eric Jones, Business College Academy, Ms. Ursula McCoy, Business College Academy, and Deans of Students, Mr. Dante Davis and Mr. Stephen Haber. A round of applause, please. You may be seated. On behalf of the William Penn High School administration and teaching staff, thank you for sharing this special evening with us. On May 18th at our Senior Awards program, we honored many of our graduates with both achievement awards and scholarships. Many of these awards are listed in your graduation program. Additionally, we announced our graduates of the class of 2022 have accrued an estimated value of $1.9 million in college scholarship monies. Congratulations to all seniors who were honored. Many of their names and awards are located in your graduation booklet. Structured into 3 college academies, STEM, Business, and Humanities, William Penn High School offers 19 different degree programs. Much like college, each major offers a unique program of study that connects students to colleges, careers, certifications, and job opportunities. At this time, I want to acknowledge our degree program award winners. These are the top students in each major. I will ask the following students to stand and be recognized. For the STEM College Academy, Agriculture, Ardella Webb. Allied Health, Lara Stevens. Engineering, Samantha Olivares Campos. Mathematics, Alexander Dex. Computer Science, Ricky Cervantes Lazama. Science, Alexander Dex. For Business College Academy, Air Force ROTC, Robert Spencer. Air Force ROTC, Tyler Norton. Business Administration, Aiden King. Culinary Arts, Blythe Perrell. Financial Services, Darren Cothran. Marketing, Allie Aiken. And for Humanities College Academy, Behavioral Science, Ian Johnson. Communication, Journey Brandon. Teacher Academy, Kayla Derrickson. Legal Studies, Nye Nugent. And Visual and Performing Arts, Imani Cooper. A round of applause for these students and their accomplishments. You may be seated. At this time, we will hear remarks from Dr. Jeffrey Menzer, our District Superintendent.
Just like that. Good evening. My name is Jeff Menzer, and I am the Superintendent of the Colonial School District. It is my honor to join you at this special event to congratulate the William Penn class of 2022 and wish them well as they begin to write the next chapter of their life story. Before I begin, I must say a few thank yous. Thank you to the Colonial School Board for their unwavering support of the class of 2020 and for supporting this commencement event in this special venue. Thank you to the William Penn staff, which includes teachers, paraeducators, custodians, nutrition workers, transportation staff, secretaries. You have played a significant part in supporting the class of 2022 over the past 4 years. A special thank you to the William Penn administrative team for all that they have done, do, and will continue to do for the class of 2022. Your hard work and dedication on behalf of the soon-to-be graduates here this evening is highly commendable and has not gone unnoticed. Thank you to all Colonial staff who had a hand in preparing the class of 2022 for this, their graduation day. Most importantly, to the parents and family members in attendance this evening, you have done well. Thank you for standing by your student and seeing them through to this special moment. To the graduates, congratulations. You did it, and you look spectacular. Now, I know, actually we all know, Miss Brewington drilled it in you to sit up straight and keep your eyes up front. But I'm going to give you permission to just take a look around and soak in the moment for just a second. So I have been sorry, Miss Brewington. I have been a part of William Penn commencement ceremonies since 1994, and I can tell you, looking out into the sea of cherry caps and gowns is a moment I always cherish. I encourage you to do the same. And so let me ask you a question. How does it feel right now? Savor it. Savor that feeling. Cherish it. It's something you will remember for the rest of your life. And while the future lies ahead, great things await, and you're ready to begin your adult life, tonight, put that all on hold. Life can wait. A little secret, it isn't going anywhere. So tonight, just enjoy the moment. Don't try to capture it on TikTok or Snapchat. Just take time tonight to live in the moment and savor that feeling. Because no matter what your journey to get to this point or the road that lies ahead, collectively, you will always have this moment. That is what makes the class of 2022 special. It's my sincere hope that William Penn and the Colonial School District will be a special part of your life, as you have become a special part of Colonial Nation. In closing, remember, slow down, step back, and enjoy the moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Menzer. Representing the class of 2022 is our Salutatorian and Valedictorian. First, we will hear from Alexandria Thomas, our class Salutatorian.
Thank you, Ms. Brewington. Good evening, educators, administrators, families, and graduates of the William Penn High School class of 2022. I am Alexandria Thomas. During the year and a half we spent in quarantine, I watched Lin-Manuel Miranda's Hamilton on Disney+. A lot. I had plenty of free time, and what better way to spend it than viewing a 2-hour hip-hop musical about the U.S. Secretary of Treasury. An upbeat, jazzy refrain from Act 2 of the show, called The Room Where It Happens, is my inspiration for tonight's speech. Now, in this song, the narrator, Aaron Burr, describes a secret compromise between Alexander Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson, and James Madison that led to the first national bank and the creation of Washington, D.C. We as an audience don't learn many details about this compromise, though, because none of us were in the room where it happened. I know not all of you care about U.S. history, much less musicals. Still, we all know what it feels like to be left out of a larger conversation. We have been raised in a culture where our voices are less than. We have been told that we're too young and inexperienced to make an impact. Decisions are made on our behalf behind closed doors, and we are powerless to change them. Why? We are a wiser generation than any of us realize. As survivors of a global pandemic, we have learned the importance of human life and are determined to protect it. We are quick to correct injustices in our community. We challenge the controversial opinions of our peers, imploring empathy in places of diversity. We use social media to educate ourselves on a world beyond our Newcastle bubble. But if we're a generation that cares so deeply about so many things, why are we waiting for change? Right now, this very moment, we are in the best position to change the world. We have the kind of adaptability that only youth can provide. We're free to create one day, change our minds the next, and start over. When we fail, and we will, we are capable of recovery and growth. Now is the time to act, before we become stuck in our ways, before creativity is replaced with conformity, before failure feels irreversible. You don't need to be politicians or activists to make a difference, but there is something at the core of who you are worth fighting for. Continue to educate yourselves on the issues that move you. Get involved in your community. Share your passion. Vote for laws and lawmakers that protect your rights. Insist that your voice be heard. Demand to be in the room where change happens. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexandria. And now I would like to introduce our class valedictorian, Alexander Dax.
Good evening to all, and congratulations to the class of 2022. I am honored to be able to speak to you today as your valedictorian. To my parents, thank you for the confidence you have instilled in me and the unrelenting support I have received. To my grandparents and my aunts who are watching online, thank you for your continued love and support. To the teachers in the William Penn Science and Math Department, from letting me take calculators home to staying late and giving me time to study, thank you. I want to especially thank Mr. Wellborn and Mr. Jensen for the opportunities they presented through Science Olympiad. Those long school days where we stayed after until 6 working on projects and eating the pizza you ordered were some of my favorites. During our time at William Penn, we have had the pleasure of being with many teachers and coaches who have consistently pushed us to do better in and outside of the classroom. Through these years, we have had our fair share of memorable moments. I still remember Capone's moving speeches during cross country, Coach Tip's drive to help me even if it was in the middle of softball practice, and my delight upon finding edited pictures of Mr. S with waves. So it goes without saying that when COVID-19 shut down all the schools, it was a depressing situation. No one was allowed on campus, and seniors not only missed their prom, but their graduation was online. However, we are thankfully here today as survivors of the pandemic. Though some of our loved ones may have been taken by the virus, we are still here fighting to keep on living and moving past this pandemic. Denzel Washington said, "Never be discouraged, never look back, give everything you've got, and when you fall throughout life, fall forward." Meaning that you will fail at one point, and it is important that when it happens, you learn and grow from your failure. Your dreams cannot be attained by becoming sedentary and accepting defeat. When I first started doing shot put, I was the worst thrower on the team. I failed again and again, and yet I endured and learned from it. This year, I was able to represent our school at the state championship for shot put. Failure is frustrating, but it is evolving from this failure, which allows you to chase your dreams. Whether that dream involves going to college next year, diving directly into your career, or a completely different path altogether. When you inevitably meet failure, you must fall forward and persist. We have already conquered obstacle after obstacle to get to where we are now. Today is just one milestone in our long journey of life. To the class of 2022, be proud of yourselves. Whatever your future holds, stand up for what you believe and never fear failure. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexander. Members of the class of 2022, graduation does not mark the end, but the beginning of all of your tomorrows. Over the past several years, you have worked and studied, practiced, played, and grown, and now you are ready to begin your lives as members of the adult community and as a member of the thousands of William Penn alumni who have come before you. And just like you did often during the last 4 years, we hope that you continue to wear your cherry and black with pride. Once a colonial, always a colonial. Wherever life takes you, it is my sincere hope that you will look back on these years at William Penn and remember that it was a place that cared about you and prepared you for life beyond graduation. No matter what challenges and joys that life will present, we are confident in your success, knowing that you are truly college and career ready. I commend you for the way you have represented William Penn as scholars, athletes, leaders, and fans. Many of you have participated in a variety of school activities and performed countless hours of community service. It is because of all of you that I was able to proudly proclaim each morning that William Penn is the best high school in the state of Delaware. And now, as graduates, you can lay your claim as a permanent member of the colonial nation as an alumni of William Penn High School. To the parents, I want to say how proud we are of your accomplishments and thank you for entrusting us with the care of your children. Speaking for the administration, faculty, and staff of William Penn High School, we hope that we have lived up to your high expectations working with your most precious commodity, your child. And to the students, as the principal of William Penn High School, I certify that 576 seniors have met all state and district requirements for graduation. It is my distinct honor to present the class of 2022 for the awarding of high school diplomas. Mr. Laws, President of the Colonial School Board, I present to you the class of 2022.
For a minute. Good evening. You be seated. The class of 2022. Today marks a momentous event that is at the completion of one step in your life, your formal education. But it's also a time where we as a community, a country, and a society have dealt with a critical health crisis and continue to deal with cultural issues and economic uncertainty. You as individuals have proven to be willing to continue to accept the challenges and be part of the effort to be flexible to work with the various restrictions placed on us. And as always, as a true colonial family, you have proven that you can and will meet them. But just as tonight is the end of one stage, it's just the beginning of another. You will now move on to that next step and will be one that will most certainly continue to provide more challenges. Going forward, you will face difficult choices, and you will need to make decisions that will affect the rest of your lives. Not only will these decisions be about your careers and livelihood, but how you deal with the new cultural choices, both globally and in our country. These decisions, which I hope will be prudent and wise ones, will make you successful and proud of your accomplishments. You must now take what you have learned during the years of your work and determination and use it to make those choices and to meet the challenges associated with them. You must also make a personal commitment to be the best that you can be. You must choose to be a leader, not a follower. So go and make your school and family proud, but most of all, you need to be proud of yourself. The class of 2022 will graduate 576 students, a success rate of 96%. Of those 576 students, 451, or 78%, of the senior class will be continuing their education, having been accepted to a college or a trade school. Your classmates have been awarded numerous scholarships, earning approximately $1.9 million to assist in their education. Additionally, 25 of your classmates have enlisted to serve in the armed services. Thank you for your advance for your service. We are proud of all the graduates for your accomplishments and for the Colonial staff who have worked with these students over the course of their school careers. On behalf of the Board of Education, I want to extend our congratulations to you and to the staff of this significant achievement. We will wish you well in your future undertakings. To the families and the graduates, congratulations for a job well done. Without your support, the road to success would have even been more challenging. To the Colonial community as a whole, I want to thank you for your continued support and confidence. With your assistance, we will continue with our growth and success as a district. I will end presenting you with one more challenge, a quote of President John F. Kennedy: "One person can make a difference, and everyone should try." Are you going to be that person? On behalf of the Colonial School Board of Education, we extend our congratulations to the class of 2022. Ms. Brewington, you now may make present the class.
Thank you, Mr. Laws. The William Penn graduation ceremony has traditionally been conducted with pride and dignity. There is little fanfare from students as they walk across the stage to receive their diplomas. In fact, the ceremony has not changed in 30+ years. To continue this tradition, the graduates have asked that the audience remain seated until all the diplomas have been presented. Also, please hold your applause until all names have been called. Hazma Ismail Ali Mused Abdullah. Mohammed Ismail Ali Mused Abdullah. Alexis Alberto Abrahams. Alan Acosta Aguilar. Lisbeth Adamus Castillo. Folarin Mohammed Jamju Ajabuji. Anais Amaran Ahmed. Cecilia Elizabeth Akers. Ali Aiken. Jordan Allawood. Wendy Stephanie Alcaraz. Alexandria Mercedes Alderando. Jailier Lee Alexander. Sabria Zoe Alexander. Azar Muhammar Afalahi. Yaya Mikel Allah. Oluwafumilola Allen Taylor. Andrew Alvarez. Joseph Alvarez Puebla. Daniela Roxana Amaya. Jamira Manelsa Amadi. Derek Anderson. Roslyn Aphobia Anachu Ajay. Mustafa Aiden. Egypt Badger. Desiree Michelle Bailey. Jaden Arkeen Bailey. Rashid Lamarck Bailey. Zachary Bain. Rashan Mamadou Bakayoko. Javier Samaj Balcom. Joel Joseph Bangora. Lanaya Stacy Banks. Jordan Robert Banning. Lasharia Bernard. Leon Cesar Barnes. Raven Barnes. Jabril Saba Berry. Isaiah Zaire Battles Blackman. Madison Lee Batesel. Christina Joy Becker. Rayshawn Jamar Robinson Beckett. Marcus Logan Bell. Flora Evalie Benitez Granados. Camilla Bennett. Amanda Faith Benson. Rashaya Bishop. India J. Blake. My niece Bland. Ekosua Boating. Alicia Anaima Bonsu. Destiny Marie Boyd. Ajuan Markel Brady. Journey Brandon. Bradford Wayne Briscoe III. Douglas Denaz Britt. Ajani Elijah Cleveland Brockenborough. Dwayne Jameer Brooks. Mecca Unique Jaquia Brooks. Munir Abdul Alim Brooks. Xavier Gerald Brothers Honey. Eric Andrew Brown. Andrew Franklin Brown. Angelina Elizabeth Brown. Joycelyn Brown. Camden Thomas Monroe Brown. Miles Xavier Brown. Dylan M. Brown. Terrell Khalid Brown. Tatiana Brianna Brown. Bryce Brumfield. Jason H. Boy. Alicia Burks. Kanye Jaquan Burks. Ireland Breyer Burns. Keyshawn Lamage Bush. Kyla Monet Bird. Abigail Isis Kane. Ricardo Jaleel Campbell. Zachary Michael Campbell. Shayla Aurora Candia. Joseph Augustus Cardenti V. Tori Janelle Carr. Joan Esteban Carrasca Areola. Emmanuel Morel Carreno. Matthew Kevin Carrico. Tajane Sarah Casey. Gabrielle Elizabeth Cassell. James Neon Castillo. Paige Elizabeth Cataldi. Freddie Ramon Ceballos Zarco. Paolo Nocini Segai Pierre. Khalil Cephas. Ricky Guadalupe Cervantes Lazama. Wansan Chen. Olivia Ann Chickadell. Jehovah Jireh Clark. William Coates Jones. Janira Aaliyah Cobb. Jawan Christopher Cobb. Reagan Delia Cochran. Nasir Nathaniel Cogman. Amira LaShawn Marquise Anthony Collins. Kareem Alfonso Colon. Ameza Crystal Comer. Yobreli Contreras Lopez. Yamitza Contreras Oquendo. Jalen Conyers. Imani Ajay Cooper. Kristen Cooper. Talim Madrid Cooper. Tajanea Cooper. Delilah Cornejo. Michael Kevin Cornick III. Joelis Nasir Cosme Santos. Darren Ivan Cothran. Cameron James Cotton. Anea Heavenly Corsi. Robert Sharon Corsi Jr. Jakia Nigeria Cradle. Gerardo Cruz. Jose Cruz Casteran. Reynaldo Antonio Cruz Price. Layla Simone Cuff. Lana Carmel Cummings. Anna Naomi Casadas. Kawan Zachary Cutts, Alexander Scott Dex, Stephanie Ardakwa Dankwa, Michael Angel Davalos Bahena, Jaden Lene Davis, Rhea Amanda Davis, Sean Anthony Davis, Vanessa Marie Del Deo, Kelly Rose Delp, Kayla Mackenzie Derrickson, Daviana Lakia DeShields, Janaba Diallo, Mamadou Atigu Diallo, Fierno Diallo, Jordan Dick, Brian Lehman Dickerson, Jr., Ariana Elon DiDonato, Amberly Heather Dill, Quincy Dixon, Destiny Shania Dorsey, Amar Drame, Jaden Anthony Draper, Nija Nanette Drummond, Aaliyah Rebecca Angelique Duhart, Isaiah Tasso Duncan, Haley Starr Dunn, Paul Alvin Dunsmore IV, David Marquise Dunstan, Elijah Edwards, Taha Effie, Makai Nasir Ellingsworth, Denasia Evelyn Renee Ellerby, Sevier Marcus Esdale, Jose Manuel Esparra Jr., Natalie Espinal, Camario Tajay Excel, Rio Janvi San Agustin Anvalisa, Isaiah John Evans, Kylie Simone Evans, Tyleek Evans, Alexis Carmona Ewing, Cheyenne Asha Fairclough, Jasir Cyril Fawcett Kelly, Faith Destiny Faison, Mason Eric Sears, Rafael Felice Acevedo, Hannah Ferguson, Stephen Jesus Fernandez Grullard, Brian Fernandez Nunez, Stephanie Fernandez, Serena Fernsler, Lamar Stefan Farrell, Renee Marie Fields, Kamal Norman Finlayson, Azair Fisher, Jocelyn Irene Fletcher, Jordan Lee Fletcher, Kamora Shabria Fletcher, Jordan Giancarlo Flores, Kelly Flores Diaz, Daliana Flores Tiempos, Jairo J. Fonseca Rosilis, Devin Christopher Markel Fowler, Adrisi Deontay Frazier, Evan Wade Friend, Derek Jerome Fry II, Jacqueline Fuentes Torres, Tyler Jonathan Lee Gabor, Abby Galliardo, Maritza Galindo Pacheco, Ivan Garay Padilla, Josue Garcia Eugenio, Gabriel Peyton Garcia, Andy Garcia Santos, Jordan Amber Gardner. Itzel Marari Garduno Ocampo. Samuel Kigwango Gafesha. Isak Czech Givane. Joshua Timothy Gilbert. Kieran Eldridge Ginther. Joseph David Glose. Sierra Alexis Goki. Jaden Jacob Gonzalez. Kimberly Gonzalez. Nevin Alejandro Gonzalez. Jocelyn Gonzalez Lagunas. Victor Javier Gonzalez Moran. Fortino Gonzalez Rodriguez. Yasmarie Gonzalez. Jair Christopher Gordon. Liam Gary Gordon. Roland Khalil Gordon Jr. Jaden Savion Gore. Jayla Gore. Regina Janice Graham. Omarion Daquan Green. Tamar Cheyenne Griffin. Titus Derek Griffin. Jimmy Alex Guadarrama Jr. Emily Guzman. Matthew Stephen Haight. Rachel Lynn Haight. Annabella Rose Harbula. Ranye Laverne Hardy Holmes. Munir Rashid Harper Salim. Jamira Ann Harris. Leon Antonio Savon Harris. Nambia Day Harrison. Sajad Abdul Hamid Hashmi. Nicholas Parker Hine. Jordan Heinz. Dylan Riley Herbster. Sean Nathaniel Hurley Jr. Derek Courtney Herman. Anthony Hernandez. Brandon Hernandez. Kelly Hernandez. Jimena Hernandez. Alex Hernandez Carrasco. Syra Hernandez Flores. Vitalia Irma Hernandez Fuentes. Yoremi Rafael Hernandez Rosa. Martha Elizabeth Hernandez Sanchez. Juan Manuel Hera Bazan. Catherine Elizabeth Hughes. Josiah Higgin. Sophia Celeste Hilliard. Jamar Hodge. Amante Ivan Hogard. Khalif Nasir Holland Jr. Jada Michelle Holmes. Gavin Cooper Hodgkiss. Kaya Howard. Tahaya Jasmine Hubbard Johnson. Stacy Huber. Liliana Marie Hudson. Morgan Hudson Shipley. Yerimar Karina Huerta Balbuena. Jocelyn Leah Hugert. Gabrielle Leanne Hugert Bernard. Patrick Michael Hunter. Haley Marie Herlock. Emily Ingram. Yassine Isik. Aaliyah Tariq Jackson. Devin Lamar Jackson Jr. Riley Ann Teresa Jamalkowski. Ian Taylor Jeffrey. Rebecca T. Jefferson. Colin Jennings. Mauricio Jimenez. Elena Dorothy Mae Johnson. Anaya Malia Johnson. Autumn Elizabeth Johnson. Cheyenne Nikita Johnson. Ian Thomas Johnson. Kyrie Martell Johnson. Angel Miguel Jones. Anaya Jaylyn Jones. Denaya Tavea Jones. Jason Jones. Jolena Danielle Jones. Cameron Sean Joyner. Marcellus Sean Joyner. Jeremiah D'Angelo Joins. Desiree Juarez. Madison Kalinowski. Gabriel Joseph Calix. Yusef Jaquan Callum Crumpler. Ali Candez. Kamada Carbo. Anaya Darnay Kelly. Adam Raymond Kelly. Morgan Elizabeth Kelly. Cameron Charles Kessler. Jonathan Denali Kilson Jr. Aiden Nicholas King. Corey Devin King. Donisha Samantha King. Khalil Joseph King. Jonathan Kane Kalpaki. Layla Kanate. Matthew Nicholas Kucharski. Sierra Love Lake. Joseph Michael Lane. Asia Lawton. Jomir Terrell Lee. Makaira Lee. Nashawn Jordan Lee. Blaze Anthony Elijah Leafheight. Dayton August Kai Lewis. Raymar Daniel Lewis. Carly Ann Linline. Cannon Kelly Litchfield. Jada Livingston. George Armando Lopez Reyes. Xavier Lozovitz. Shayla Lucas. Yornari Edon Lugo Hora. Madison Emma Lynham. Olivia Marie Lynham. Anastasia Quinn Lynch. Ralph Renzo Morales Madiag. Sydney Nicole Malandrucolo. Zachary Michael Mallow. Giovanni Salvador Mantegna. Dominic Marsh. Daniel Adam Martin. Tyreek Anthony Martin. Giovanna Love Martinez. Karen Martinez. Mario Martinez Jr. Jason Martinez Gomez. Kendrell Dante Mason Jr. Siani Marie Mason. Mohammed Sufyan Masood. Alexander Massey. Sophanie Nadine Massanet. Alicia Moshe Matthew. Jeremiah Jaira May Wolfolk. Cindy Masa Pineda. Regan Tyler McDonald. Natasia Gianni McFarland. Michael Maurice McIntosh Jr. Demario McKenzie. Tierra Angelis Rubio McKnight. Jose Samuel Medina Martinez Jr. Siani Sade Meek. Samantha Maruba Metobo. Williams Okezi and Ben Chiari. Kaya Jaquan Miller. Timothy Joseph Compson Miller, Nasir Kevin Mingo, Renee Danielle Minton, Rayshawn Mitchell, Jabril Mobley, Jameer Mobley Robertson, Andre Sandal Monroe, Najee Christina Monroe, Sarita Paulette Montgomery Jones, Brianna Monet Moore, Jordan Moore, Nevaeh Janae Osborne Moore, Walter Balthazar Moran Ardon, Pablo Moritan Cervantes, Danielle Moreno, Zaiki Guadalupe Moreno Talachenchi, Marielis Moray Ravello, Dariana Morga Dominguez, Haley Angeli Morris, Naya Morris, Nicholas Anthony Nunez, Natalia Murphy, Janer Shamar Murphy Lewis, Thomas Murray, Jasmine Mora, Mackenzie Napoleon, Zoha Batul Naqvi, Michael Alberto Nastasi, Elsa Nava Estrada, Dominic Paul Navi, Nasir Negron, Tiani Nelson, Nilabal Nugent, Katie Jane Nicholas, Mariella Nolasco Menchaca, Tyler Michael Norton, Jamie Nunez Zavala, Danielle Elizabeth O'Donnell, Oluwadamilo Eyomede Egantoyo, Samantha Olivares Campos, Favor Itoyo Onu, Christian Andy Orozco Lopez, Nayeli Ortiz Flores, Liliana Ortiz Ocampo, Shania Gia Outlaw, Akeem Redguard Owens, Patricia Juanita Owens, Neshanur Uzturk, Richard Jacob Pagan, Deja Alyssa Janai Palmer, Fantasia Simone Parchment, Dodie Sarah Jose Pasamante Jr., Ariana Jade Pertursky, Ansu Patel, Victoria Yvette Peart, Anastasia Mary Lee Maria Perez, Jomar Perez, Karina Jeanette Perez Galarza, Blythe Carroll, Madison Janice Perry, Jameer Everett Pettiford, Evan Sithi Silicon, Damian Pimentel, Antonia Plata Fuentes, Amira Charlene Porter, Kayla Catherine Ann Powell, Alicia Alexis Prentice Corello, Treasure Ralia Price, Madeline Delisle Pritchard, Micaiah Anaja Devisha Pritchett, Xavier Scott Rambo, Maria Reina Ramirez, Diego Ramirez Rodriguez, Elias Miguel Ramirez Torres, Marari Ramirez Torres. Areli Melissa Ramiro Beltran. Samua Caleb Ramos Terry. Nita Rashid. Dawson Wade Rott. Devin Alexander Ravenel. Brahim D. Reed. Shane Joseph Reed. Nahara P. Reyes Ambert. Feliz Reyes Camacho. Brian Richards. Jalen K. Richards. Sabria Braylee Regano Cruz. Sophia Marie Regano Cruz. Alejandro Rios Bravo. Julio Cesar Jr. Rivera. Yvette Robinson. Jacob Cooper Rogers. Matthew Ismael Rodriguez. Sayuris Angelica Rodriguez. Razel Rodriguez Cabrera. Raul Giovanni Rojas. Nathan Daniel Romano Jr. Danessa Nicole Rosa. Armando J. Rosas. Jimena Rosas Lopez. Samaj Ross. Jaden Allen Roy. Kairos Roy. Jasne Ruth Limon. Elijah Nimrod St. Pierre. Kevin Omar Science Velasquez. Yusuf Bala Salahuddin. Reina Christian Samuels. Armando Luis Sanchez. Lanaya Marie Sanchez. Rainier Sanchez. Abriani Sanchez Acosta. Jovita Sanchez Gonzalez. Alexis Sanchez Sanchez. Lawrence Sanders. Tanya Sandoval Lopez. Anta Nagotan Sangari. Alexis Marie Sawyer. Brandon Scales. Deasia Scales. Hannah Schreiber. Amir Rashid Scruggs. Markian L.J. Fields. Malika Nur Sen. Christina Faith Setman. Joseph Joel Savila Rodriguez. Bryson Andrew Scheffler. Jordan Tony Shuford. Aaliyah Sienna. Tiaja Tamara Simmons. Ariana Monet Skinner. Hannah Skolnick. Albertha Lovo Smith. Sharonda Smith. Imari Maurice Smith. Jamar Raheem Talib Smith. Nyla Shamira Smith. Kevin Ahmad Smith Roach. Esmeralda Sosa. Daniel Sosa Cruz. Angelique Rose Spencer. Robert Laverne Spencer Jr. Tavion Deshawn Squirrel. Lara Lee Stevens. Naisha Ninya L. Stewart. Michael Stokes. Alexis K. Stonebreaker. Linnea Marie Schroik. Adriana Brooke Sulecki, Alexis Paige Sumner, Juliana Irene Tabor, Jada Rayana Taylor Morris, Ethan Tannen, Alexandria Teresa Thomas, Janaya Tamika Chanel Thomas, Cameron Ashton Thomas, Samir Alkeem Dwayne Thomas, Jaslyn Nashay Thompson, Samantha Thompson, Stephen Christopher Thompson Jr., Tiana Tyndall, Stephen B. Tran, Domingo Trujillo Abella, Jesus Trujillo Alian, Jason Langway Tesabni, Jaden Sean Christopher Tucker, Talik Underwood, Cody Bernard Urbanski, Thomas Edward Vaden, Kimberly D. Vallejo, Gabriel Brandon Valman, Kenneth Gregory Vargas, Keishla Yvette Vargas Bonilla, Jadniel Vargas Montanez, Makai Tayer Vaughn, Bibiana Vasquez, Dana Vasquez Olivares, Jocelyn Gabrielle Imani Velez, Jessica Elideth Vences Nava, Jerry Alexander Vences Nava, Juliana Marie Verduzco, Giovanni Vagora, Jesus Vivero, Benjamin Baum, Arnita Nancy Walker, Derek Andre Walker, Jalen Walker, Shamir Jahim Walker, Janae Kailani L. Washam, Johnny Washington, Tyara Tanasia Watson, Timothy Joseph Alexander Watlington, Jason Waring, Ardella Webb, Emmanuel Webb, Brittany Alice Wessels, Anthony White, Chastity White, DeAndre Maurice White, Rodney White, Troyani Nakaya Whittlesey, Colton Kenneth Worrell, Olivia Shavon Wiggins Keys, Haley Marie Wilkerson, Charlotte Williams, Kayla Jean Luella Williams, Shania Anye Williams, Sanaya Jean Williams, Trayvon Williams, Christian Benoit Willis, Alea Wilson, Ilana Jamisha Wilson, Noel Wilson, Sade Maya Wilson, Charles Donnell Wood Jr., Nasir Woodruff, Victoria Shea Wolfe, Evan Dale Workman, Isaiah Wright, Star Angel Wright, Barat Yagmurkaya, Janessa Inez Zalamar. pleased to present the William Penn High School graduating class of 2022. To each of you, I extend my personal congratulations. Good luck in your future endeavors. The class of 2022 has every right to be proud of their accomplishments in the last 4 years. And to our parents, we extend our congratulations. As you exit up, please meet your new graduate outside of the building. This concludes our graduation ceremony. Thank you, and drive carefully.